So this is part of the qunoot. Salatul qunoot. Qunoot is in the witr. Qunut could be doing every prayer, Fajr prayer, Zuhr prayer, Asr prayer, Maghrib prayer, Isha prayer, Witr prayer. But normally it's in the Witr prayer. The Prophet ﷺ did the Qunut in all those prayers, but he made it in the last rakat of each. It was some Kafir family, as I mentioned last class, they was wrong to the Sahabas and killed a lot of them. And the Prophet ﷺ was casting them out for sometime months. He doing that every day. He doing the qunut. After that, he quit it. But witr, the sunnah, every night when he prayed the Isha, he wait late night. He prays tahajjud. Tahajjud is you go to sleep after you pray Isha, you go to sleep. After midnight, from midnight or 1 o'clock all the way to close to the Fajr time, he will be standing up, pray. So the last rakat, he will do the witr in that time. He don't do witr earlier because he praying late night. When you praying late night, you don't do witr earlier because when you do witr earlier, you do witr in late night, those two witr become even number. Is no longer witr. Witr is odd number. So you pray one witr now, late night you pray another witr. Two witr cannot be even. I mean, could not be odd. It become even. Then you have to pray another witr again. So because of that, he waited. That's a recommendation of the Sunnah. If you pray late night, not to pray witr earlier, you pray all your Sunnah you praying now, you leave the witr. The single rakat you praying, you leave that to late night. When you wake up late night, you do your Sunnah again, whatever number of rakat you pray. When you finish, you pray the witr in that time. Then the last rakat of the witr, you go to the ruku and finish and get up and say, Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana wa lakal hamd. You open your hands and you make the dua. That's the qunut. This is part of the qunut. We come into the beginning. So we need to know those qunut, they're all together. It doesn't have to be in order. But the beginning part, it have to start there. When you're doing the qunut, we'll go to that, inshallah. So that is this. This also is part of the qunut, like last week class we have, is a qunut. So that is with this that we're reading today. Allahumma, this is dua 83 in the book. Allahumma, O Allah, O my Lord, as you could see, if you hold this is Allah. So this ha become two because this is join. If you wouldn't join, it would be just 1-0. Since it's joining the meme, that's why I'd have to take the tight kind. Otherwise, it's ha like Allah. If I hold this, it's Allah. So the meme become as Ya Allah. You call him, Oh Allah, Oh my Lord. That's what Allahumma mean. Oh my Lord. Inni, I, as you're asking, you say I. A'udhu bika min al-jibn. I'm seeking refuge of you from being punk. You know, being punk make you silk. You commit silk. Those telling you, argue with them about something, they said, oh, you talking to this guy about this? And you rough to him? He's going to kill you. He's going to do some voodoo to you to kill you. Go repent to him. You go by Colonet and go to him. I supplicate. I'm seeking forgiveness. Like he's a Lord. This is given. You should not fear of nothing but Allah. Fear nobody but Allah. Whatever he have, he cannot do nothing to you except what is in the will of Allah that will happen to you. Otherwise, he can do nothing. If someone say, I'm going to do such thing to you, tell him or tell her, you can do nothing to me except what is in the will of Allah. If anything happened to me, that means it's from Allah, not you. Yeah. The Prophet ﷺ asked Allah to protect him from being punk, being scared of things that not Allah. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنَ الْبُخْلِ فَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى. Bukhul is miserly. You're rich, or you're not even rich, but you don't want to give no money to sadaqah. You cannot give no sadaqah. You can't help no needy. You don't want to help no needy, even if you're saying, but when it come to do, you won't do it. It's some people like that. They even have a lot of money, but they cannot do good with their money. And the value of the money, the right thing in the money, when Allah give it to you to put in the right stuff, to spend it in the right way that pleases Allah. If you're not doing that, you have the money, it become upon you as a consequence, day of judgment. Allah will ask you, I give you this and this. What did you do for me? What do you do with that money that I offer you? I give you rizq, sustenance in this life. I provide for you. What do you do for me? Allah give you for reason to help others, those who don't have it. It's not because you're smart, that's why you're richer than everybody. It's not because you kind to your parent, that's why you're rich than everybody. Allah give you for test. Same time, those who are poor, Allah make them poor for test. And sometimes they also cannot pass that test. They want to go to some setting to do some kind of source for them to be rich. If Allah don't make you rich, nobody will make you rich. The setting need to be rich, he's not. That's why you have to pay him to help you. He can't help you since he can't help himself. So I seek refuge with you from being miserly, as I seek refuge with you from being punk, and I seek refuge with you from being miserly. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنْ أَنْ أَرَدُّ إِلَىٰ أَرْذَلِ الْأُمُرِ. And I seek refuge with you, Allah, not to turn me down to my lower grade. You know what that means? Your lower grade. You get older, maybe over 100, you become like a child. You're pooping yourself, you're peeing yourself like a kid, like a baby, they have to wipe you. Sometimes you cannot even go to bathroom by yourself. Even your family, they wish you die because they're tired of taking care of you. Elderly person like that, you don't even have privacy. They have to do everything for you. They take you to bathroom. They ask you, do you want to go to bathroom? You say no. All of a sudden, maybe 5 minutes later, you're doing it yourself. This is Arjal al-Umar. Some people, Allah said that in Surah Al-Hajj, that He will give you age. You get older until you turn down like you was before, a baby. You was like you was a baby when you first born. You was a child. They take care of you until you grow. You embarrass people to see your genital, to see your private area. At the end, you get to the part, age get to that part. You don't even know between day and night. You don't even know what time we're in. If they give you food, you eat 5 minutes later, you said, I haven't eaten all day today. This person's mind is not even there. It's not good age to live that long. If your mind will be there, it doesn't matter how old you live, it's good. But if you have to turn down to be that kind of disgrace in life, it's not good a time to live. The Prophet seek refuge from it. We should seek refuge from it because you become humiliated in your life and you become bonded on people, bothering people. They cannot ignore you. You're in your own room, but it's all smelling bad with the bathroom smell because you cannot clean yourself. So that is Arjal al-Umar. An uraddu ila Arjal al-Umar. In Surah Teen, Allah said, ثم رددناه and arudda. ثم رددناه. Then we return him or her asfala safilin to the lower grade of people. Yeah, but that is hellfire. Asfala safilin, that's the basement of the hellfire. Here is Arjal al-Umur. The age go too high, you become as a baby. They have to do everything for you. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنْ فِتْنَةِ الدُّنْيَا. And I seek refuge with you, Allah, to protect me from the trial of this life. I want to live here, but I don't want to live in the trial of this life. Trial of this life could be money, it could be a woman, it could be drug, it could be any kind of thing that it become your life. You don't want to, but it become your, no choice. You have to do it. So That's part of your life, and it's not good life. So when I live in dunya, protect me from all the trial of this life. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ وَعَذَابِ الْقَبْرِ, and protect me from the torment of the grave, the punishment of the grave. When the person die, they bury you in the grave. The day they bury you, the time they bury you, not the day, but the time they bury you, you are in your grave alone. And it's the angels who come into you. Two angels. One of those angels called Munkar. The other angel called Nakir. Munkar wa Nakir. They will come to you in your grave. Hey, can you take care of this? They come to you in your grave. They ask you a question. Nobody hear it, but the dead person hear it. They ask you, Man Rabbuk, who is your Lord? Those two angels ask you, Man Rabbuk, who is your Lord? If you was worshiping only Allah in this life, Allah make your tongue stable. You'll be able to respond to them and say, My Lord is Allah. Rabbi Allah. They ask you in the Arabic. It don't matter if you speak Arabic or not. That day, everyone speak Arabic. The day you die, those angels question you in Arabic language. You speaking it like you're born and raised in Arab. And they will ask you, Madinuk, what is your religion? If you was Muslim, truly Muslim, you was practicing your religion, you'll be able to say, Dini al-Islam, my religion is Islam. And they will ask you, Man Nabiyuk, who is your prophet that you believe, you follow? If you are following the prophet, you're not following the bid'ah and setting, Allah will make your tongue stable. You'll be able to say, Nabi Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My prophet is Muhammad, peace be upon him. And they will say, Kaifa arafta? How do you know about Muhammad? And the person, if you was reciting the Quran, you'll be able to say, Al-Quran. One of the narrations, Ma kitabuk. What is the book you believe? Then you say Al-Quran. If you read in the Quran. But you live in this life, you don't know the Quran. You don't read the Quran. Those questions will not be answered right. Or you was here, but you're not following the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they ask you, you'll be, I say what people say. You cannot say any word. And those angels will punish you. They will punish that person in the grave with the hammer and beat. The dead person will scream. The Prophet ﷺ said, every creature will hear the screamness of the dead except the human being and jinn. If we would hear it, we all would die. So you bury a person in the grave, you walking home, he can hear your foot trip in the ground. Whatever you're saying, he could hear, but he cannot respond to you because communication is done between you and that person because he's dead, you're alive. So only the angels are communicating with this person. You asking Allah to protect you from that torment of the grave, punishment of the grave. It's not just happen one day. If anyone have to be punished in the grave, it's forever time until day of judgment. Day of judgment, maybe Allah forgive you if your sin is not that many. If it's more sin to left, hellfire will finish with that. That's another state. Waliyadu billah. So this second dua, Allahumma, oh Allah, اغفر Hamzatul wasila. You don't say اغفر لي. اغفر This is damir nafs. Forgive me. Oh Allah, forgive me. رب اغفر لي خطيئاتي. Forgive my mistakes. Things that I do mistakenly, maybe before I know the religion well, I was living in stupidity. I do a lot of bad things, but I was not into deen. It's a mistake. You're asking Allah, oh Allah, forgive my mistakes. Wajahali, and my ignorance, things that I do without knowing is haram. Sometimes we know something is bad. People said, this is bad, but how bad is? You don't know. You don't know this could link you to go to hellfire. You've been doing that so many times, multiple times in your life. And you ended up knowing how bad is, how dangerous it is for you to do this. And you quit. That becomes jahal. Jahal, ignorance. The time you're doing things, you do it in ignorances. You didn't know how bad it is. And after you know, you stop. That's jahali. Forgive me with the things that I do in my ignorances also. Wa israfi fi amri, and my overreacting in my actions. So some people, they've been doing sinful activity. People even tell them to wake them up. Bro, this is haram. You should not do this. Allah don't like this. They tell them ayahs, they tell them the hadith, they're still doing it. So this person overreact, go against himself, because after you know it's haram, you still doing that, go against yourself. So wa israfi fi amri, and my overreacting in my living, everything I do over and over and over, to forgive me all that. Wama anta alam bihi minni. No one know my sin that I commit more than you, even myself. Don't know more than you, Allah. So meaning everything I do, you, Allah, you are aware of it, you know it. Forgive me. Allahumma ghfirli hazli. Oh Allah, forgive me for my joking. Sometimes you joke with things. To you, it's a joke, but you have a sin. Sometimes you could be talking about religion. Somebody will just say stupid thing in that. For him, it's joke. But you don't joke with Allah. You don't joke with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or Quran or Hadith. Somebody said this is Hadith, and you say some corrupt in that. This is Hazli. You joke with it to make it like it's play. Oh Allah, forgive me with my jokes that I do, which is not right. Wajaddi, and things that I do seriously. I mean it when I was doing it. It's not a mistake and it's not a joke. I mean it. I intended and do it, but it's bad. And while I'm doing, I know I'm not supposed to do it. I did it. All this happened to him. Nobody's prophet. Wakata'i, khati'ati, wakata'i, and things that I do mistakenly. Wa amdi, and things I do intentionally. I know it's bad, but I do it intentionally. Wa kullu dhalika indi. All this stage of sin, I have them. It's like you you play guilty before Allah that you have done all this category of sin. You have all of them. You want Him to forgive you all that. That's why you say, wa kullu dhalika indi. I have all this on me. All these categories, doing things mistake, doing things in ignorance, and overreacting over myself by doing over and over and over. And no one know my sin more than you, even myself. Oh Allah, forgive my jokes and my serious thing and mistake thing and intentional activity. All this is on me. I have done it all. You know it. Forgive me. So the last part, Allahumma inni zalamtu nafsi dhulman kathira. We learned this so many parts, different. So, oh Allah, I have been wrong to myself, so much wrongs. وَلَا يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا أَنْتَ. And none that will forgive the sin except you. فَاغْفِرْ لِي, then forgive me. مَغْفِرَةً مِّنْ عِنْدِكَ. Forgiveness from you. Forgive me the forgiveness from yourself. وَارْحَمْنِي, and bless me. إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. Because you are the most forgiver and you are the most kind and uh, lovely. Rahim is kindly, gently, who will bless you. So that's the meaning of this dua. Now we'll go to the recitation to read it correct, and that way we'll be able to memorize it, including the past.